Together, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, let's continue talking about uBongani Ntanzi and his control and his strong control over Ubaloyi. Okay, let's talk about that. Ubaloyi, guys, is struggling. We are already saying this. I think I must do a video regarding him and struggling. Okay, but Baloyi is hitting a wall there. He can't. He's not winning. Untanzi refuses to be broken down. He refuses to be broken down. Okay? He's like, touch me if you can, catch me if you can, prove your allegations against me. He's there on that terrain. You go to prove them. You're saying I did it? Prove them. Why are you going everywhere else but you don't talk about the actual deed that you say I did? This was the moment in the courtroom shifted. This was the moment the courtroom shifted when the state pushed harder and got absolutely nothing back. Baloyi tried everything in the book, everything that he has in his hands. Cell phone records, photos, confession, lutho olumsizile. Ibe wesike sana ngoba as much as phones, the phone itself, the photos, the call logs, the linkation, yonke nje ibe wesi. Untanzi became stronger instead. Ibe wesi ke sana Untanzi abe stronger instead. Sana izinto that we are watching in that courtroom are worse than a thriller, a movie. Hey, it is worse, guys. It is worse than a scary movie. Guys. Cause wow. What we are watching there is worse than the thriller of Michael Jackson. Oh God, it is worse. Kubi. Oh, Kubi. It's not even funny anymore. Do you understand that this is a seasoned prosecutor? He pushed and tried everything under the sun, failed dismally. But Ntanzi stood firm and said one thing: you have nothing linking me to 2014. Nothing. In his face. And at that point, I wanted to see Bongani Ntanzi's face. I wanted to see Uyamkhomba. Is he pointing at Baloyi or what? Because it looked, okay, I'm sure he would have said, don't point at me. Guys, things are bad. You are either Dilulu or something seriously was never right with you. Something seriously was never right with you from the beginning of time when you were created. Because you can't tell me you are standing with Baloyi in these trying times. You can't tell me you are standing with Baloyi. Now would have abandoned him long time ago. Ngeke. And just like that, the state hit a wall, Gesan, because sometimes Uting put me in 2014, take me from there in 2014, put me in Phosphorus, take me in Phosphorus, put me in Mzamo section, put me at Kelly Kumalo's, then home. Baloyi is struggling, if I tell you a secret. Struggling. Ubi. Let's break it down carefully. Baloyi came in with a strategy. He was definitely sure about his strategy, of course. He wanted to close. He needed something solid, something final, so final that Untanzi ngeke anyakaze. What Untanzi unoche intombi lawo. Unoche intombi lawo. Unoche. So what he did, he threw everything at Ntanzi. Cell phone evidence, photographs, confession statements. But here is the problem. None of it placed Ntanzi at the crime scene. Nothing connected him directly to the murder. Nothing. Zilch. Zero. Nix. Luto. Dololo. Aiko. ayikho. Well, and that's when the real battle began, Kesan, because what? Baloyi was not about to give up. Baloyi shifted tactics. He shifted tactics. He stopped trying to prove. He started trying to extract. He wanted Ntanzi to reveal his alibi. So he tried even then to say where he was, who he was with, what he was doing. But Ntanzi didn't bite. There is an answer there. Ntanzi instead gave a simple, controlled answer. I was either at work or at home. By that, he meant I was either in Rustenburg or at KZN, between those two. Because it was 2014, he doesn't fucking remember. Of course, you dumb ass person who says, yeah, she must tell us he is lying, he is denying. Hey, do you know where you were in 2014? Especially that weekend? Is there any incident that you remember? Ntanzi stopped there, Gesana, with his answer. I was either at work or at home. And then he stopped. No details, no names, no timeline, nothing. Smart move, smart answer. Niza ukangela in there. What does that mean? Go and look for it. Angithi, the bottom line is that Baloyi must prove that uBongani Ntanzi was at Vosloorus. He can't depend on him. Ntanzi does not need to prove that he was not in Vosloorus because he never said he was in Vosloorus. The alleging must prove. The one that alleges must prove that Bongani Ntanzi was there. He failed. Oh, he failed dismally during the people while we were watching the entire country and some of the people in the world. Failed. 0. He got 0 out of 100. Baloyi, the so-called seasoned black excellence. Who named him that? Because my goodness, he is not living to that standard. He's not living up to that standard of black excellence right now. He even questions things there. They will make him look stupid. You are like, you want to tell me you're not understanding what he is saying? Okay, because maybe he grew up in Pretoria or Gauteng, so izinto zasemakhaya, he doesn't understand them. Before I say anything bad, let me be a devil's advocate for a second and say, Ubaloyi mhlambe, he grew up not in the Tsonga land, but in Gauteng. So he doesn't quite understand ukuthi we travel long distances from one village to the other. Maybe he doesn't, ne? Let me give him that benefit of the doubt. Maybe he doesn't understand how things are where we come from, emakhaya, where they say Bunduland. We're from the Bundus. No. We're very proud of where we come from, the Bundus or not. We are very proud. Tina, we have homes, Tina. Now understand this. This is very important. In law, the accused does not have to prove innocence. The burden is entirely on the state. You are accusing him, prove that he did the crime. So Ntanzi is under 0 obligation to help Baloyi build his case. 0 obligation to help Baloyi build his case. In fact, holding back the alibi is a strategic masterstroke from Ntanzi. Is a strategic masterstroke from Ntanzi. Brilliant. Okay? Brilliant. Because the moment you reveal an alibi too early, the state can investigate it, attack it, twist it, or suddenly find evidence to counter it. So that was good. And That's exactly what the defense is avoiding. When the time comes for Ramsipule to go and deal with those questions of Baloyi, they can reveal that alibi. Good strategy, man. Ramza for president. But here is where things get tense. Baloyi running out of the road, his cell phone. Baloyi is running out of the road. His cell phone records didn't learn. The cell phone records didn't learn that he was trying to use against Danzi. The confessions, the angle is shaky. The angle is shaky, if you ask me. His documentary evidence is being challenged to the core. Oh, to the core, Mdanam, to the core. Bongani Danzi has him like. And now, one thing he needs, one. Danzi refuses to give it to him. The alibi. He's like, no, you're not getting that from me. We're not doing that here, man. Sir, you said I committed a crime. Prove it. You prove it. This is no longer just questioning. This is a standoff. Baloyi pushing, Danzi resisting, and the courtroom is watching as the state struggles to connect the dots. Because at the end of the day, if you cannot place the accused at the scene, if you cannot link him to the crime, then no matter how hard you push, the case starts to collapse under its own weight. And right now, Danzi is not just answering questions, he's controlling the battlefield. He is controlling the battlefield. And Baloyi, I'm out. Enjoy your day.